I am struggling doing this video today. I don't know why. Probably because I'm still a little sleep deprived. My daughter has not been sleeping well. I have not had the energy to do videos lately. But hopefully we're getting back on track. Anyway, hi friends. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, your comments, your watches. Everything means so much to me. You are all absolutely amazing. Thank you. I know I have really dark lipstick on today. This is not a color that I would normally wear. I love the idea of purple lipstick, but I don't love it on me all the time. But I'm talking about a lighthouse mystery today. So I kind of was did the eyes with like a yellow for the lighthouse and the purple for a mystery. I don't know. It works. Anyway, so I'm going to be talking about the Flannan Isles mystery, specifically the disappearance of 3 of the lighthouse keepers from Flannan Isles, and their names are James Ducat, Thomas Marshall, and William MacArthur. I hope I didn't already say that. I've started this video so many times, but anyway, those were their names. And on this mystery is old, it'll be 125 years old in December, actually. So it's an old one that will probably never be solved. But, so on December 15th, 1900, a passing transatlantic freighter named the Arctur was passing Flannan Isles, and this freighter was going from Philadelphia to Leith. And they noticed that the light was not on this lighthouse. And this lighthouse had just been built in 1899. And so when they got to Leith, they let the Northern Lighthouse Board know, hey, something's going on with this lighthouse. So they sent out a lighthouse relief boat with lighthouse relief keeper Joseph Moore on it. And this boat was captained by Captain Harvey. And so when they docked on the island, Joseph Moore went up to check on the lighthouse. Stop it! My cat's being naughty. And so he went up to check on the lighthouse keepers, and he goes into the lighthouse, and it's like hold on just a sec. And it was like a scene that had stopped in time. The table was set with 3 spots for a meal that had never been eaten. The clock was stopped. There were 2 sets of the weather gear missing. There was only 1 set there. And the only sign of life was a canary in a cage. So, he went back down to the boat, and the captain sent 2 other sailors with him so that they could go explore the island and see if maybe they could figure out what had happened. And so they were looking around the island, and there had been evidence of a pretty bad storm. There was like a supply box that had been broken open, and stuff was scattered everywhere. There were some moorings broken. There were branches everywhere. So it looked like a pretty bad storm had come in. So a few days later, I think it was like the 20th or the 29th, Robert Muirhead came to the island, and Robert Muirhead was the superintendent, and he had recruited all 3 of these men, and so he knew them well. And and so they figured his findings were, and again, they don't know for sure because nothing was ever found, but his report was that a big storm had come up, and the men had been swept away. And one thing that could have happened was the weather suit or weather gear that was left was found to belong to MacArthur. And so they thought one thing that could have happened were the other 2 had gone out to check on the island and were swept away, and then when they didn't come back, MacArthur went after them to see what had happened, and without his gear, and had been swept away as well. But again, they don't know. But this is probably the most plausible explanation. But the thing about this mystery, hold on just a sec. She keeps dropping her vegetables, sorry. But so they, sorry, brain spacing out there for a second. So that was the official findings, that they had been swept away. But the thing about this mystery is there were some pretty wild speculations that came up from it, like straight out of mythology, of like mythical things that were, people were saying that they'd been eaten by a giant sea serpent, or spirited away by a ghost ship, or that they had rode away on a boat for some reason. There was also reports of a secret logbook in which they talked about a big storm, and which they were very worried about. But no evidence of this logbook was ever found. Like, there was the normal logbook, and the last entry on this was on December 15th, and nothing like of concern was mentioned. But yeah, there was reports that there was a secret logbook. Apparently, MacArthur was also known to have a temper, and so people were saying that he had done away with the other two and then done away with himself. Again, this is purely speculation. Nobody is going to know what happened. Honestly, personally, I think probably what happened was, sadly, the storm took him away. But we don't know. I mean, lighthouse keeping is a very lonely job. It is not unheard of for a lighthouse keeper to go off the rails. So could this have been a thing that happened? Yeah, it could. It could have been. Somebody could have gone a little off the rails and done away with the other two and then themselves. But again, nobody knows. All three men left families behind, sadly. But I just thought this was an interesting mystery, because who knows what happened. It's been 125 years, so it probably won't be solved, but it was interesting to read about. Let me know if you guys have anything else on this. And I wanted to do my makeup in kind of like a lighthouse kind of look. I did the yellow eyes and then the purple lipstick for more of a mystery. Guys, I love the idea of purple lipstick. I can't pull it off very much, though. Like, it's fun to wear every once in a while, but I can't pull this off, like, on a daily basis. It's just too dark. But it was fun to wear for this. And I don't know, I quite like how this turned out. I hope you guys have a fantastic day today, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!